Hey guys, so my name is Grant Tamutis, and I have created this training company called Gene Moves, and we focus on that holistic kind of philosophy of movement in 3 dimensions and getting out in the elements, exploring, expressing yourself through movement, your mobility, and expanding your strengths and your skills. There's a lot of stuff we can work on when it comes to movement. So here's a little bit of, what I've been thinking about lately, and just something that I hope can inspire you and get you to move in a new way or in the way that you need to grow. Thanks. Hello. So welcome back to the channel. It's been a while. I just want to talk free form, but not for too long. Just let some thoughts flow. Share where I am with my brain and get something out there that I hope will serve some people and inspire, get people to get outside, get out of their heads, express themselves through movement, and maybe move with some other people, move in nature, move at a new place, because all these things, they definitely help me, and I hope they can help you. So the big part of my philosophy and practice over the years has been exploring new places, exploring, the same trail, but in a different way, having unique movements and workouts, and listening to your body, as you're doing these workouts and adventures and so on. And another part has been just being creative with my strength practice, with new skills of movements, and with mobility. Every day it's a different day to learn something about your body, your mind, your heart, and your emotions, and to experience life a little bit more fully. And movement helps a lot with that process. Consciousness, awareness, sitting and laying in stillness, feeling your body, all of that just catalyzes growth. And so I want to share that approach of the 3 different dimensions of movement: the exploration, the expression, which I really want to base it in that mobility, like being able to express mobility of joints and your whole body through the fascial lines, and that expansion of different skills and strengths. Skills that, simply like a push-up, a bench press, doing a bench press with a plate versus a barbell versus a kettlebell versus, a log or something. And so there's many ways to approach that, but the basis is very simple. There's not so many things that you can do that, you should get overwhelmed. You can always come back to basics like push and pull and step, each joint, as well as focusing on upper or lower body, all of that. So I really just wanted to get on here and re-emphasize those points that can help us to get in a new dimension of movement, a new lifestyle of movement, and to not just be inside all the time. Say you're inside, you're watching this. I hope that you can get outside today and go for a walk, or jog or hike or something. And at the end of the day, it's finding those things that you gravitate towards, as well as working on your weak areas, because when life presents us with certain challenges, it'll press on those weak areas. And so that's an important thing to remember, is we want to be strong and enjoy the movement, but we also need to work on things that we may neglect, and maybe working on them helps us just benefit and balance as a whole person. And so for me, lately, my weaknesses have actually been more mobility, spending time working on my mobility and relaxation and so on. I used to be very good at that. I used to be very much more focused on keeping an even keel, so to speak, and not pushing myself too hard. But for those of you who know me in person, who know what I share on Instagram, which I still go on there, for little bouts, and then I'll log off for a while. And I'll be logged off for a long time because I will be going to Army basic training for the National Guard very soon, in about 2.5 weeks. And so when I'm there, I won't really have access to my phone or whatnot, so I won't be able to share as much. And that was also part of the impetus and the motivation to post today. Just a short 10-minute video, re-emphasizing, what you can do today for yourself, and for, this next week, this next month, looking forward to making these adventures. And I want to spark that interest of, I can move however I want to. And say for me, joining the Army, I want to do that, but I also want to be pushed in a new way. And I also will have to do movements that I don't want to over and over, like push-ups and running and walking and rucking and plank and core exercises and squats. Lots of all of that, lots of uncomfort, lots of doing it hot, sweaty, in a full uniform in the sun in Georgia. And so, there's all of that stuff that's going on. And at the same time, through that uncomfort, that suck, that repetition and mundaneness, by doing that, there's other opportunities for awareness to open up. There's other ways that I can work on my mental strength, doing something that is maybe painful or uncomfortable, and learning how to even recover from that, learning how to take that and be tougher and be more resilient, be more flexible. In my spare time, the little time that I will have, I will damn sure be stretching, be resting, and, taking care of what needs to be taken care of. But you also, remember the way of our modern lives, it's a certain pace, and we can all learn from different paces of living. Sometimes we're taking life way too serious and we're holding back too much. And so, it's good to go at different paces and try something out and enjoy something that's hard or something that's different. So that's always the emphasis here at Gene Moves, is exploring new things that are going to help you grow. And I can just say that for all that I've done, to this point in the world of movement and training and obstacle course races and so on. For all of that, I think I've learned the most by keeping in the principles, but also always allowing that creativity, always allowing that flow of life. That life always wants to push us to evolve in a new way. And, you know, it's not always the same thing. Like they say, don't step in the same river twice. You know, so whatever your growth is in your movement journey, it's going to be unique to you, but there's also a lot we can learn when we do it as a team, when we do it with other people. So that's another reason why I'm going into the Army, to the National Guard, which is part-time after basic training. And why I want to have that component of something challenging, and that is also more internal, that is more of like a warrior kind of spirit. And that's the kind of spirit that I want to encourage, because you know, life is not going to be easy, and if we just train in the way that feels good, then we're not going to grow. So have an openness to be playful and creative, but also remember that you're making yourself stronger. You're growing yourself in your weaker areas. Say you're not financially or socially strong, and those are things I'm working on. You know, how can you train yourself to be better at those things? So this philosophy applies beyond just movement and training. Really want it to imbibe into other areas of your life and to cross-pollinate, so to speak, to interact with. And I'll have some more videos later, just some different thoughts, you know, state of the world, state of what in the world is going on, you know, and how we can keep our center in that, you know, how we can help each other and not be divided. And, you know, maybe sometimes we have to fight and stand up for certain things that are important to us. And that's also something, you know, we'll always have some, you know, conflict, but that's okay. We learn from that. So I hope you guys have a beautiful day. That's just something I want to share, and, you know, just getting back on here a little bit more, because it's better than writing sometimes to get those thoughts out and to just share something, you know, that means a lot to me, and hopefully it can inspire you. So have a great day. Take care.